I think that men can do it. I don't think that women should do it. I think that once a woman is impregnated by a man, she needs to stay with that man because it becomes entirely too difficult. Women usually keep the children in the breakup, and this is primarily you ladies' fault because you guys want primary custody of the kids. Well, you want primary custody of the kids, you're gonna have to deal with the difficult situation of trying to balance being a full-time parent and bringing someone in your life, and then you don't prioritize the man over the kids. So now a man has to play second fiddle to a woman and her children, multiple children, possibly by multiple men. No one wants to sign up for that. It doesn't matter what the situation is. So if, in my opinion, if people were to break up, the women should just forfeit their children to their father. Give the kids to their father, and then you can see your kids whenever you want. Because I don't think a man is going to deny a woman from seeing the kids like women deny men rights to see the kids. And then you can let a man come into your life, and you can submit to him and be on his beckoning call and get on his program, and you don't have to inconvenience him by trying to care for your children and protect your children and not fully trust him around your kids. Y'all create a terrible dynamic for yourselves. And so I just think that it could work for men, but it can't work for women. Mm. Shan, what you shaking your head for?
I don't think it can work for, I think that women do a better job at disguising, but it's women who don't like your kids too. They treat their kids better than they treat. When y'all have kids together, them kids don't be treated the same. They will do it in a more manipulative type of way. But it's a lot of women now. Don't get it twisted. There are a lot of women who don't mind, but there are women who will. Because I was just going by what Will said. That's the reason why I'm bringing that up. So that's the only part I disagree with. But I do agree with the women. I just feel like,
I actually would like to have Will expand on that a little more. I guess I'm just trying to understand why would that be a better situation in terms of, I guess what he's saying, a woman shouldn't date versus if the man was raising a kid and him dating. Because I'm just thinking having different people around. To be honest, whoever has a kid shouldn't be dating, period, in terms of if you're not trying to get in a relationship with intent. I don't think you should be having multiple people around your children, period.
Wow.
Whether you
don't have to have multiple people around the children. You could still have your own life without having anybody see your actual kids, and you can still date.
No, I agree, but based on what Will was saying, it sounded as if he was saying it's better for a man to have the child and date.
Well,
he didn't clarify. For me, it sounded like if a woman forfeit dating because you don't want to have a man around the kid versus him being having the kid and having women around the children. What I'm saying is if you're dating and not dating with intent, is not good for the children to be around multiple people anyway, regardless of who has the kid.
Well, let me try to add some clarity to this and make it make sense.
Okay,
first and foremost, let's talk about the thing that matters most in dating: money. That's the thing that matters a lot, and I'll say matters most, because you ladies don't spend money on anything. If you were to, as a man, if I have multiple children and I'm single and I'm dating women don't come into my life absorbing the burden of financial expense. She just doesn't. So she comes in and she does what she naturally should do: be loving, supportive, nurturing. These are qualities that women should just have in general if she wants to be in a relationship. And if a man has children, those children are an extension of him. So naturally, obviously, ideally, it'd be best if two single people were together. But we know, because women leave the father of their children at an 80 to 90% clip, that this is just going to be an epidemic that we have to deal with. So since we have to deal with it, you try to find some concessions and figure out the best way to navigate this space. If you're going to leave the father of your children, give the children to him, and then you don't have a problem. He has the dynamic to deal with. And if he has the children, I guarantee you, because he's probably the financier of the relationship, it's going to be a lot easier for a woman to acquiesce and get on his program when he's financing the whole thing. Now, you flip it the other way around. If a woman is single and she's looking for a provider male, he doesn't want to come in and finance a lifestyle for 4 other people. He's like, yo, I mean, I'm willing to finance my lifestyle and your lifestyle, but not my lifestyle, your lifestyle, and his offspring's lifestyle. That's a short end of the stick for the average man. So at the end of the day, as a man, it's not going to be as difficult for a man to find a woman who will get on his program and love and care for his children. Hell, y'all work at daycares. Y'all work at preschools. Y'all love and care for kids all the time anyway. How often do you see a man signing up to care for kids that ain't his, unless it's like a Big Brother program where it's 1 to 2 hours a day? It ain't going to be no permanent 5 to 7 days a week. Ain't nobody signing up for that. Shan said men don't even like their own damn kids. So why would he sign up to take care of somebody else's kids?
You did say that, Shan.
It's some excellent stepdaddies.
I'm standing on it.
I feel like it's better stepdaddies than it's actual real daddies. That's just what I feel like. I don't know what the statistics say, but that's how I feel.
So how you just feel that way? Like,
well,
you know why? I know why you feel that way. Because you only know women who leave the fathers of their children. That's why.
No, I mean, I had an excellent stepfather. I had a terrible real father, biological father, but I had an excellent stepfather.
Did your mama leave your daddy?
No, she did not leave him.
You left her?
Certain things happen, I guess so, but she did not leave him.
So let me ask you this. How many friends or cousins do you have that have children where the man left them? Not he wasn't being a good guy. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. He said, I don't want you. And he left and abandoned her and the children.
I don't know. I can't answer.
How many women do you know that left their baby daddies?
Because sometimes you have to leave them because they're not acting right and they're not treating you the way that you're supposed to be treated. So now you have to leave with your child. So
we don't need to deal with the nuances of why the relationship ended. First, we have to deal with who left. When we deal with who left, then we say, okay, this relationship no longer exists because this person left. Now, maybe they have good reason to leave, but we can't deal with that piece.
I feel like the men be leaving. The men 9 out of 10 leave. The women.
All right. Well, 9 out of 10.
Well, my question is,
I guess